Welcome back, everybody. We'll continue on here with my complete steelbook collection. Well, where I left off the last time was with my Ultraman. So I'd like to move on to a really nice steelbook. This is Akira. Really good looking. That's embossing. If you can't tell, that's really nice. Now I do have the 4K set. Now this one here, the problem with this was it does have a broke tray inside. So that's what the inside looks like. It comes with a booklet and everything. It's really nice though. The problem with the 4K is if anybody else has it out there or picked it up, the 4K, I've showed you this before, I'm pretty sure, but this is the Akira 4K set. And what happened apparently was they, it's not an HDR version of the 4K. It's just like a standard 4K. So it don't look as good as it could have. And they supposed to reissue a replacement disc. And I applied for it, and I've never got anything or heard anything else about it for a long time now. So I don't know what's going on with it, but we'll move on here. This is Big Trouble in Little China, the Blu-ray steelbook. Pretty cool. Blues Brothers 4K, excellent transfer. If you guys, and the sound is rocking. If you guys have seen this on 4K, it's an excellent transfer. Highly recommend it. The best I've ever seen the Blues Brothers on high definition to date. So the next one is not a favorite movie by a lot of people. It's Dark Fate, the Terminator. It's so-so. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. So I didn't really mind some of the things that they did in it, like how they kind of changed the storyline from Skynet, excuse me. Cut all that other stuff. But they basically made Skynet. They took away Skynet and replaced it with like the Legion or something like that. I believe it's like the Legion. And basically it's just a... It was fine because that's a possibility. I mean, if you get mad at that stuff, then you're just really nitpicking. The next is... that's not really what people were nitpicking about. So the next is The Incredibles 2. This movie I didn't really like that much. This is the 4K. I went ahead and bought it. I think I seen it in the theater. I just went ahead and bought it in 4K. I'd never have bought the first Incredibles in 4K. I have it in Blu-ray, but there was something about this movie I just didn't like. I don't know what it was, but it's not bad. It's just not one of my favorites. Next up is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 4K. Beautiful cover. Love this movie. Highly recommend this movie as well. I'll show you guys the back. There's the back. Really cool. The next one is Leon the Professional. Leon the Professional. I think that's really how you're supposed to pronounce it. I can just flip her. Well, if you guys really want to see this movie, I will give this code away. Here's the code for this video. There you go. There's the Blu-ray, or the Blu-ray and the 4K. Natalie Portman's, I think it's her first movie, basically her first movie, first starring movie. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Blu-ray. Love this movie. Love both of them. I have the Shout, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure 1 and 2. This is just the 20th anniversary. This is Shout as well, but I have the combo pack they put out a couple years ago as well. This is Total Recall, the 4K. This is an excellent transfer. If you guys have not seen this, it looks great. The reds and stuff of Mars look awesome in this movie. It's just a wonderful. This is a slip cover case. Wonderful transfer for this movie. Good looking art on that as well. Here's another movie. This is another TV Blu-ray 4K set. This is Chernobyl, which you know I gave away at my 50 subscriber mark. When I hit 200, we'll look into giving something away, I guess. I haven't thought about it too much. This is just the Friday the 13th 40th anniversary edition. I don't remember if this. I think this is the one people liked. I can't remember if this is the one people liked or one people didn't like. I can't really remember. I have the big Friday 13th set, which everybody got. That's nothing special. This is another good movie. I just haven't opened this one. This is an FYE on sale. I just haven't took this out. This is Better Off Dead. FYE edition of this movie. John Cusack. Fun movie. I haven't watched it in a long time, but yeah, here's another. We'll get into some that's unopened because I've either seen them a million times and just haven't got a chance to watch the 4Ks yet. But this is Forrest Gump, the same way. Seen it a million times and just haven't opened the 4K up yet. Probably should, because I'm sure the transfers are pretty good on them, but I just haven't. Now this is one that I picked up. This is the Matrix 4K. I haven't watched it yet. And I love the Matrix movies, but I have the nice Blu-ray set, the complete Animatrix with the Animatrix and everything, the complete Matrix set. I wish they had done this with the 4K. I assume they'll probably do it eventually with a 4K set, but that's why this isn't open, because I've watched it a bunch of times too. This is one I haven't watched this yet, so this is Hotel Hell. I just thought it was really cool artwork. Really cool. This is Shaun of the Dead. This is Mondo, excuse me. This is the Mondo Steelbook. It's not open because I've got all this trilogy on 4K. And I was trying to see where it is. I apologize. I've got the 4K set of Shaun of the Dead, all of his movies. Pretty cool. Kind of forgot about having this. This is really cool. I need to open it. It's got a slip cover over it. That's really cool. I was wanting to show you guys that. I know it's up here. I don't like turning my back to you for this long, but I was trying to see where it was. It may be down here actually, but yeah, I'm not seeing it just yet, but I have it somewhere. Got too much stuff, people. Now I lost my place here. Here we go. Yeah, this is just a Blu-ray movie I've seen a bunch of times. This is The Hunt for Red October, Sean Connery. It's not opened yet. This is a Blu-ray Steelbook. I think this is actually one of the movies I probably found at Dollar General. This movie here, this is really cool. This is Evil Dead 1 and 2 with a slip case. Really like this set. This is the 4K set as well. Evil Dead 1 and 2. Another movie I really love is Saving Private Ryan, 4K. There you go. District 9, 4K. discs. Back. If anybody wants to see any of these in more detail or have me talk about them a little more, just tell me in the comments if you guys like to see them, and I will try to make maybe a video on them. But this is the Kick-Ass 4K. Wish they would have put out a Kick-Ass 1 and 2. And hopefully they will come out with a Kick-Ass 2 4K. This is also another slip over cover. Really like it. Not going to show you that when I have a slip over cover. If you've noticed, I haven't been showing you the insides because it's not a big deal. This is the V for Vendetta. I love this movie. 4K. Nice artwork. Look at that. I mean, why buy a custom steelbook when you got that good? I mean, some of these aren't good. I understand. Wanting to replace them, but I'm in it for the movies, not for really the necessarily. I do buy the steelbooks. Don't get me wrong. I like the steelbooks. But I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. The reason why I started buying steelbooks is because when I first started buying 4Ks, the 4Ks were like 27, 28 bucks when they first came out. So when I started buying 4Ks, they started coming out with they already were making Blu-ray steelbooks. Then the 4K steelbooks were just like, sometimes they'd be 32 bucks or 32 bucks, a couple bucks more. So it's like, why not buy the steelbook for just a few bucks more and get a whole lot nicer packaging? So that's really why I got into steelbooks, because they were just a little bit more expensive than the regular slip cover. So I was like, why not? So that's the main reason. It was a good way to get into 4K steelbooks, or the 4K collecting, and it wasn't much more expensive. Of course, all that's changed now. You still have your $32.99 steelbooks, but you're getting your $20 4K. So a lot has changed. But some of the steelbooks are down at 20 bucks now, 20, 22 bucks. Some of the regular releases, still some of the more popular releases are still up there. But this is Heather's 30th anniversary Blu-ray. I couldn't remember if it was steelbooks. I haven't watched this version of it yet. Winona Ryder and Christian Slater. Fun movie. Another one I haven't opened up. This is the 4K 300. I'm embarrassed I haven't opened these, but these are movies I've seen so much that if they're movies I've seen a lot, I'll just collect them for the steelbook and the 4K version, and I'll get around to them. Now this is one that I have another double copy of. That's why it's in the case still. This is the Goonies 4K, and I'll show you why I have a double of it, and I left it while it's still in the case, because I have this 4K steelbook set that came out, and that was actually an accidental double buy. I had pre-ordered the steelbook from Best Buy, and then I turned around and ordered this and forgot about it. Forgot about the pre-order. I know it sounds stupid, but there's just the regular 4K case, and it comes with some goodies. Probably the price I paid for this is probably not really worth it after I bought it, but it's cool, collectible. I like that. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, Heather 300, Goonies. All right, another 4K. No, excuse me, this is Blu-ray. This is Airplane. I have other copies of it on Blu-ray, so that's why I never have opened this. Actually, I have that Paramount. It's in the other room. I can't show you, but I have the Paramount Select version of it, and it's a 4K transfer as well. Same disc, I'm pretty sure. Next up is the Braveheart 4K, and it's the same way. I've got it on Blu-ray. I just haven't broke out the 4K and watched it. I'm sure it looks spectacular. I need to sit down and watch this one day. Same way with this. Breakfast Club Blu-ray, 35th anniversary. Steelbook. I've got 2 or 3 versions of it on Blu-ray already. That's why I haven't popped it open yet. Get Out, 4K. I'm pretty sure this is 4K. No, excuse me, it's Blu-ray. Blu-ray. Most of my, the reason I get them confused is most of my steelbooks are 4K, so I can't remember sometimes. This is an excellent anime. Well, this is excellent anime, just an excellent film altogether, and this is a wonderful animation transfer. This is Ghost in the Shell, the 4K 25th anniversary edition. And this is a beautiful, the way this looks is what Akira needed to look like. And that's why I was a little disappointed in the 4K, the transfer of Akira. It should have looked as good as this, just because, I'm not going to say anything more about it. It's just, it should have looked that good. It didn't. This is Spartacus, the 4K. There was the back spine. Two Kubrick movies back to back, 4K. Hopefully they release a big Kubrick set in 4K, like all of his stuff, just like the Blu-ray said. I will rebuy a Kubrick set. That's why I haven't really got too in depth with buying all the Kubrick stuff on 4K, because I like them to release a whole set. I'd rather buy it like that. But this is 2001: A Space Odyssey 4K. Awesome transfer. I love some Kubrick, if you know it. The last movie there was Kubrick too. I like Spartacus. Wonderful movie. I love this movie too. Some people don't like it. Some people do, and it's an awesome movie. We're going to move on to the bottom shelf here. I'm trying to speed through these so I can get through all of this one video. Hopefully this video is not much longer than the other. We'll try to burn through them, but I still got several more left. This is unopened. This is 1917. And believe it or not, I've only seen it in the theater. I haven't even opened this up and watched it again. Wonderful movie. I'm sure it looks incredible because it looked incredible in the IMAX showing of this. So next up here is The Devil's Reject. Excuse me, it's the House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell, Rob Zombie trilogy. I think this was a Target exclusive steelbook. I actually missed it at Target and had to order it through eBay, and I didn't pay any more for it. I ordered it like the day it came out from somebody, and I got the market value price, whatever the retail price, excuse me. Now this is the Home Alone 4K. Excellent movie, if anybody's seen it. John Hughes. Nice looking 4K steelbook. This is Planet Terror and Death Proof, the Blu-ray steelbook combo. Another Tarantino. I like to see a Tarantino set of all of his movies. I like to see everything that he has put in one big set. They've never done that. Which this is Robert Rodriguez and Tarantino. Robert Rodriguez did Planet Terror, and Tarantino did Death Proof. Love both of these movies. Seen these in the theater. This is Gladiator, the 4K, Russell Crowe. Excellent transfer as well. Movie I seen in the theater in 1995 when it came out. Seen it multiple times in the theater. I love this movie. Had a crush on Alicia Silverstone when I was a kid. I love this case, the plaid case. The only thing that disappoints me about this, it wasn't 4K. I don't know why they did a, what is this? This is like a 20th anniversary edition, I believe. No? Been 25th anniversary edition, excuse me. And I love it. It should have been put on 4K. I really believe that. It's kind of disappointing. It's a good transfer. It just needs to be in the 4K. This is Sin City: A Dame to Kill. This is just the DVD. There's just a bunch of, there's a 3D in there, and the Blu-ray, all kinds of goodies. I showed you the back, didn't I? There we go. Rocket Man. Nice cover. There's the reverse. Discs. This is the Big Lebowski. Not been released on with a 4K steelbook, interestingly enough, but I have that set they released through, I don't know who officially released it, but it's like it's a 4K disc and it comes with the bowling ball bag. I have it over there. Actually, I probably should show it to you, but it's the bowling ball bag, but the disc in there where it's so inaccessible, and I didn't just want to pull the case out, so I made my steelbook a 4K. So there's the steelbook from that set in this set. So I made this Big Lebowski 4K set. Made my own 4K set out of it. So I like that artwork. This is Valerium, excuse me. This is a cool little movie. I believe this was not released as a 4K set either. I had to buy this 4K separate and make it a 4K set. I remember the day doing it. I was like, I spent too much money buying both of these in the same day, but I wanted to, it made no sense why this was not released as a 4K set through Best Buy. Just a Blu-ray set. Made no sense. The next is The Fifth Element. And this is the 4K set. I had to look again. That's another one I can't remember, but this is a 4K set. This is the official 4K set. About flash the card again. There's the insides. Not much going on there. Love this movie. Seen this in the theater as well back in the day. This is Fantastic Beasts 4K. Apollo 13 4K. Really cool. Inside art. Jaws 4K steelbook. Really cool. A really cool zombie movie, One Cut Dead. Really interesting movie. Very wild. Highly recommend this movie. It was on Shudder, but I don't get Shudder, so I bought the Blu-ray steelbook instead. Sonic the Hedgehog 4K. The last movie I seen before the pandemic. Jim Carrey on the back. The disc guard inside. And discs. There's this Transformers, the first movie on Blu-ray steelbook. The next up is the Batman Returns steelbook. I have the whole Batman steelbook set over there. I'll show you here in just a little bit. Ford versus Ferrari 4K steelbook. Apologize for the noise in the background. Somebody decided they're going to mow right now, and I want to get this video out this afternoon, so I need to power through it. Hopefully I can use some noise reduction software and get rid of it out here for you guys, but if not, that's what you're hearing. This is the Rad Mondo Steelbook. It's not been opened. This is the Blu-ray edition because I have the 4K edition from Vinegar Syndrome down there, so it's not been opened. This is Speed 4K. You'll start seeing stuff that's been recently released now because we're getting towards the end of the pile. There's the inside art. And we're starting to get to the end because these are they're still in the case, but these are this is Sherlock Holmes. This is the stuff that I found. These are the recent ones I found at Dollar General. I need to go do a Dollar General hunt for you guys here soon. There's the second Sherlock Holmes movie. Dollar General find. Steelbook. This is the Dark Crystal. I just haven't opened this up. I have the Steelbook. I have the Blu-ray set of both of these, so I just haven't opened this up and take a look at it yet. Animal House 4K. Awesome transfer. Sounds really good. Love this movie. There's the inner artwork. It's a Wonderful Life 4K. Disappointed in this transfer a little bit. I just didn't think it was the highest quality. It's black and white, but usually black and white movies look really wonderfully transferred. It has a really bad cut in there, and I can't remember from the old Blu-ray if it's in the Blu-ray. It's something that should have been cleaned up. It don't make sense, and I don't think it should have been original. It's weird. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's in the bank scene. I've talked about it before. It's not... Yeah, I just don't understand why it's left in there. This is Mothra 4K, or excuse me, Blu-ray Steelbook. Another slip over cover. Decent movie. It's not incredible, but I love my monster movies. Now this is not technically a steelbook. This is what's called I forget, it's just a steel case, but it's got the hinges on it. But this is Tut, Ben Kingsley. I can't remember where I bought this at. I think I bought this through Hamilton, I think, is where I got this at. Obviously, I haven't watched it. Seen it, but I haven't watched this version. Here's Inception, unopened. Starship Troopers 4K. Make sure it's the 4K, yes. That's another one that I couldn't remember if I had the 4K or not. But this is the 4K. Another lovely movie by Stanley Kubrick. Full Metal Jacket. Couldn't resist this 4K steelbook. Inner artwork, Full Metal Jacket. Gattaca 4K. Love this movie. If you never saw it, Uma Thurman, Ethan Hawke. Wonderful sci-fi, or yeah, fantasy or sci-fi, whatever you want to call it. I guess this would be a sci-fi. Got Kong versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus Kong, excuse me. Artwork, really nice looking. Yes, and I bought the Howard the Duck. I know I've bitched, excuse me, you know, I've griped about it not being a good movie. It's, you know, it is what it is, but it's not a great movie. I hate to say it. Pretty good transfer. Not mind-blowing, but it was what it was. I mean, the thing is like, this movie didn't really captivate me as a kid. You know, and this movie came out when I was a kid. And now, well, I remember seeing it. I didn't see it in the theater, but I remember renting it, and it just didn't blow me away as a kid. So that's not a good sign. This is one I haven't watched yet. This is Backdraft, which I've watched this. I've seen this movie many times, but I haven't watched it on 4K yet. Excuse me. Here's a series more. Here's Clash of the Titans. Dollar General Fine 4K or Blu-ray Steelbook. Journey to the Center of the Journey, the Mysterious Island, excuse me. I have not seen this movie yet, so I'm interested in seeing that. And this is Superman Returns, Dollar General Blu-ray. Now, I'm going to show you a couple more things that are... These are a couple more DVD. This is a DVD steelbook from way back in the day. This is the History Channel's UFO Hunters TV series that they put out. Really cool looking DVD steelbook. And this was the Dune. Probably seen this. This movie's coming out here soon. The remake of this. This is Dune Extended Edition. Now it is a flipper disc, believe it or not. Pretty generic, huh? Now these are also this is Death Proof steelbook DVD steelbooks. They are missing the discs. I don't know what I've done with them, actually, because I have a bunch of stuff that's not been put back in the cases, and this is one of them. But this is Planet Terror. These are what these discs you're seeing in here, and these envelopes are bonus discs. But both of these are the same ways. I don't know if I give these DVDs away or what happens. I give some DVDs away to an old girlfriend of mine, and where I had Blu-rays of them, so I give the DVDs away a long time ago. Now this is another it's a steel book, a steel case set. This is Westworld steel case. You can see it's a 4K of the first season of Westworld. I also have the Reservoir Dogs steelbook. This is the gas can. It's really cool. And I was going to show you, I don't know where I apologize, I don't know where I've got my, I think they're over here. But I have the Pacific and Band of Brothers steel case sets. And now I'm going to go over here and grab my steelbooks box sets to show you guys real quick, and this will end the video, and I'll do this as quickly as I can. The first steelbook set that I have here is the Rambo set, which everybody has probably seen. Really nice set. First Blood. Rambo, First Blood Part 2. Rambo 3. That's a really cool cover. I love that one. Rambo. And the last one here, Rambo Last Blood, excuse me. Pretty cool set. That's the Rambo set. A lot of glare. Apologize. Next up is the Harry Potter 4K Steelbook set. I may not go through all these. I don't think there's a lot of like crazy good artwork here. Yeah, here's like the Chamber of Secrets. They're hard to get out, to be perfectly honest with you. I'll just show you a couple of them here. Yeah, that's a Harry Potter set. It's really cool. I apologize if you guys want to see this more thoroughly. I can do a separate video on it. I'm almost embarrassed to show you guys this set. It's in good shape for the most part. You can't really see it. This is the Batman original series. I mean, excuse me, the original TV series, but the Batman, the 1989 Batman. In that series with Batman and Robin and all that stuff. Now this set came during the pandemic and it was very difficult to return and it was bent all to pieces, but you can't tell because I straightened it up. For the most part, if you can see, it's dinged up, but I kept it anyways because all the discs were in good shape. But here was like Batman. You guys might think I'm crazy, but Batman Returns, and so on. Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. These are the 4K Steelbooks. Pretty cool set. It's officially called the 4-Film Collection 1989 through 1997. And the one everybody's seen is Lord of the Rings Trilogy Steelbook set. Two Towers. And these are the 4K sets, of course. Return of the King. And this is the Hobbit 4K trilogy. Nice looking artwork. Spin it around there. Unexpected Journey. Desolation of Smog. And that should have been all this. It shouldn't have been a trilogy. That should have been it. And this could have been all made in one movie. It should have been. And this is the Battle of Five Armies. This didn't need to exist, this movie, at all. But, what do you guys think of my collection? Leave your comments in the comments section. If you want to know any more about my Steelbook collection, let me know in the comments and I will get back with you. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. And I'm going to talk to you guys later. See ya.